The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC. Always love the clothes of Jimmy. Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity. We'll take you out.
Hello and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the best in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. And boy, do we have a great show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have Bello Sanchez from America's Next Top Model, Kevin Sizemore from the new movie Woodlawn, and a new segment of So You Want to Be a Star. Before we get started, let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Well, Pennsylvania is getting, well, I shouldn't say Pennsylvania. I should say Philadelphia is getting back to normal. The roads are open again, and the hysteria over El Papa coming here to visit us has ended, thank God. I am not very happy that the Pope came here simply because he said a few things I'm not thrilled about, things that are bigoted and things that will only infuriate people to do more harm to gay people. First of all, he's against gay marriage, which I think is ridiculous because just because he can't get married to his lover doesn't mean that, we can't. Also, he said bad things about just gay people in general, transgender people, and he agreed with that bitch, that Davis bitch, that she doesn't have to give out marriage certificates to gay people because it goes against Christ, because he talks to God, He doesn't realize he's schizophrenic because most schizos talk to a voice that doesn't exist. But anyway, I'm happy to say that I'm no longer a Catholic. I was born a Catholic and raised a Catholic, although I never went to communion, confession, or what is the other thing, whatever the hell the other jerky things they do. Because religion really does incite riots and turns people against one another. Look at the wars that we have. It's basically based on religion. I'm sorry the Pope came. He should have stayed in Rome, polishing his jewelry, having his hair done, and getting new, burgundy satin shoes made, because his coming here was just ridiculous.
Talking about getting his hair done, though, everybody in the chat room is talking about how nice yours is.
Oh, thank you very much. That's because the Pope did it before he left. He gave me a wash and set. He used to be a hairdresser. But anyway, that's enough about religion.
What's up, Chad?
Wait a minute. Wait, hang on. We're going to get there. We have time. It's a 2-hour show. So people, please don't hate me out there if you're Catholic. Everyone's entitled to their beliefs. And my belief is not of religion. My belief is extraterrestrial, that we came here from Mars. So tell me I'm not crazier than anybody else that believes in a God that they've never seen. So there you go. Now we could talk to Chad, whose birthday it is.
Chad, today's Chad's birthday. Welcome, Chad Murphy, engineer for the Jimmy Star Show. What's up, Chad?
Hit it, Ron. Hit it.
Well, to sound like a big old homo, here we go. Birthday to you.
Me?
Happy birthday to you.
Wow. What the?
Birthday. Oh, Chad. Oh, happy birthday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To you.
Yay! What's up, everybody?
Thanks,
Wish Chad a happy birthday.
What's up, y'all?
I can make believe that Marilyn Monroe sang that to you. All you have to do is play the voice sound back. And lay there at night in the dark with a vibrator and play that back, and you'll think it was Marilyn Monroe.
You bet. I'm going to clip that segment out right there. Thanks, Ron.
Listen, Chad, seriously, I know you're 31 years old and you're looking great for your age.
Thank you, sir.
Now tell us your real age.
45.
Oh, my God, was I off by a few months. Anyway, what are you doing for your birthday?
I'm doing the Jimmy Star Show. Woo!
Well, that's depressing. Now, let me hear something. Let me hear something exciting.
Something exciting. I don't know. Maybe get lucky tonight. Who knows?
Oh, you think your girlfriend's going to put out a little for your birthday?
Probably
She's got to do a
not,
little, like dress up like a birthday cake and have you eat it.
There. That sounds fun.
Okay, tell her
I'm
that.
going to text her right now.
She could dress as a birthday cake.
He's going to text her right now.
a lot of Pillsbury cake mix all around her box, and chocolate syrup, and go at it.
Thank you, Ron.
Well,
So what's up?
Anything to get happy.
That's
In
good.
the meantime, Chad, we wish you a happy birthday. All the best always from everybody that's listening now. Everybody loves you. You're fantastic. We want to thank you for all that you do for us, and have a happy birthday.
And
Thank you,
Chad
fellas.
happens to be, folks, in the real world, a gentleman, a sweet guy, a very nice person. I don't know why he's on our show, because he's really too good for us. He's too
And in the
proper.
chat room, they're saying he's hot.
Oh, he's gorgeous. So you can. I've seen him without a shirt. Forget about it. He could play one of these superhero movies in a minute and make them all look like a bunch of Nelly little skinny queens. But anyway, Chad's just a nice guy, a regular down-to-earth Joe. And I'm so happy that he works with us. I'm shocked that he does, because, he's got class, style, and he doesn't curse.
Hey, it's the best show W4CY has. I got to be here, baby. Woo!
There you go.
I know, but even in our private world, when we're not on camera or TV, you never curse or say dirty stuff. You're a gentleman.
Okay, you say so.
You say so.
Yeah, off camera, I'm very clean-mouthed. You know that. I never say dirty
right,
stuff.
Oh,
never.
boy.
Never.
So what's up, everybody? Chat room, hello. We want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat room. Lots of people in the chat room. I don't know who all of you are, but let's say hello to Irish Ginger. Guest Dave Pizza Hughes. Oh, Dave Hughes. Stars Now, I guess that is. Jane Yates, fabulous author from England. We've also got Jessica, Jimmy McCrary from overthemoonnews.blogspot.com. Lady Lake Cindy and Lady Lake Jen from Lady Lake Music, the badassest music promoters and social media people in the world. And who did I miss? Jimmy McCrary, I said Jane Yates. I guess, and anybody else that's in there, hello, welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to have a great show for you. Oh, Stefan's in there. Hey, Stefan, what's up? So everybody in the chat room, hello, hello, hello. And before I don't forget, which I'll probably tell everybody later too, but the Jimmy Star shows, videos and stuff are all getting put up now. All you have to do to go to JimmyStarsWorld.com. We have an incredible new promotional video that talks about the show, our reach, and all the fabulous guests we've had on. It was all done by Stefan. It's like a movie, and you can go to JimmyStarsWorld.com on the homepage, and you can check it all out. So please do go to JimmyStarsWorld.com.
And if you don't, no big deal. I went. Very boring. Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible.
That's a terrible
Ron,
thing.
Because it wasn't about me. If it was about me, it'd be fun,
What are
exciting.
you talking about? It is about you.
What, I'm in that thing?
You're in the video. Well, it's Jimmy Star's show with Ron Russell.
Well, I didn't shoot it. How do I know?
It's not video of us. It's video of all our guests and all the people that we reach. It's a promotional
Oh, well, I
video
never got
for the
approval
show.
of what I did.
You didn't do anything in it. All it has is your
I
name
just
on
sat
it.
there. No, did you see me?
It just has your name on it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm not in the video?
I'm not in it either. It's a promotional video for the show, not for us.
We're not in the show?
Yeah, but it says the Jimmy Star Show with Ron
Anyway,
Russell.
folks, last night we went to the movies and
Dun, dun, dun.
we saw a fun, great film. Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway in, don't tell me I know it, those people that work for you for free. Intern. Jimmy's got 10 of them. Okay, an intern. It was a delightful film. It brought together the now and the yesterday. It showed how young people respected him and learned to dress like him and behave like him. It showed the difference when gentlemen of the age of 70 years old had manners and caring for other human beings, as opposed to the young, selfish folks of today. Other than that, it's a lovely love story with Anne Hathaway and her problems, her success. Jimmy and I were delighted with it.
Great movie.
We left feeling very, very lightheaded and happy. It's a feel-good movie. Please go see it. It's what Hollywood is doing now for all the older actors. They realize that Philomena and the Gold Woman, what is it, the Gold
Woman in Gold?
Woman in Gold, and so many other films that appeal to all ages are now becoming the new trend. And I'm happy. Maybe Hollywood could bring us back a little bit of Cary Grant in George Clooney, who I always thought looked and acted like Cary Grant. Maybe they could bring us a little Marilyn Monroe or Rita Hayworth in some of our other female stars, where on camera they'll start to wear makeup, eyelashes, hairdos, and gorgeous clothes like they did in the 40s, to teach the young people today that casual is wonderful. I love casual. When I'm not working, I look like a rag picker or a slob. But when you go to work, you got to look halfway decent. And there is a time when you have to dress up and look good. So
it's a great movie.
enjoy
Everybody
the
go
film.
see it. It's a lot of fun, and it's the only movie you probably ever see where like the lead people are not very attractive, except for the two main leads, but everybody else in it. So it was very unusual.
Well, it's not unusual. It's what the world really is. When you have 215 people working in a factory, what are you going to have? 215 gorgeous things running around? It's not normal. I mean, look at us. When we go in the mall, we see so many ugly people. I think Pennsylvania has the ugliest people in the country. It's true. I mean, New York City or L.A., my God, everybody's magnificent looking and dressed.
So real quick, too, we got to say a couple other shout-outs. We got Tina in the house. So hello, Tina D. Welcome to the show. Say hello to Mai.
Oh,
Hello.
Tina and Mei Ling. How are you, girls?
We've also got guest Felisa in the chat room, and we forgot to say hello to Goddess.
Oh, I never forget to say hello to Goddess. Hey, Goddess. Maybe you can turn me around a little, Goddess. You know, like we could meet, have a couple of drinks, put on some Johnny Manthas, get naked, and have fun. What do you think, Goddess? You think you could turn me around? What's Goddess's answer? Drop
She
dead
says
grandpa.
indeed.
Oh,
She says indeed, and Tina says ugly people in Pennsylvania, they just need a tan, Ron.
No, they need Tina. They need more than a
Goddess
tan.
says I love you.
No, most of them need teeth, touch-ups, and girdles.
There you go. I think that's like funny.
I'm not lying either. If you've been to Pennsylvania, especially where we live out in farmland, which I have to tell you is the most beautiful place in the world. Pennsylvania, there's no place as beautiful. The cornfields now have been cut down, so they're all orange, and the green trees and the changing of the leaves and the blue hills and the curving roads that go through arbors of covered trees. Oh, cows and red
Goddess
barns.
says she's coming back as a man in another lifetime.
Oh, well, let's check you out. You know, I don't know. Coming back as a man, maybe you are. I suspect you are a man, Goddess.
No way.
I really think Goddess is a drag queen.
Jane Yates is coming back as a dog.
My inner feeling, I would too. My inner feelings is that Goddess is a sex change or a drag queen. I think so. I think she's a fabulous drag. If she's a drag, she's gorgeous. That's why she won't come on our show, because we'll hear her say, "Hi, Ron, how are you?"
No way.
Coming out of that gorgeous, sexy body. Yeah, we'll hear this deep, like that. What's his name? What's his name? That drag queen thing that changed.
Oh, Caitlyn Jenner?
Caitlyn. He's a drag queen, you know. He's not a woman. They keep calling her. When I did drag, nobody called me her. They called me Ron. I wasn't a woman. I was a man. I still had the family jewels. And he still has the family jewels. Therefore, he's a man with boobs. He's a drag queen. Hello? Everybody's so stupid.
I actually posted a thing on Twitter the other day, because I don't understand the whole Kardashian thing. We watched it for 4 minutes?
Not
4
even.
minutes,
Not
5 minutes
even.
at the most the other day. I don't really get it. Chad, you don't watch the Kardashians, do you?
No, sir.
I just don't get what the why everybody's so intrigued by the family that basically became famous for making sex tapes. I mean,
Because they're dysfunctional.
I know, but
And they wear fashion.
And
And
they're-
everybody likes to see what they're wearing.
and they have all these offshoot shows of the Kardashians too. I just can't even believe it. But I actually tweeted everybody needs to get a life, and only about 20 people retweeted it. So I guess everybody really likes them, but I just don't get it.
No, they're popular. I mean, I have a lot of friends that have boobs. They're chicks with dicks. And out in California, there's so many of them. And they don't consider themselves women until they get it chopped off. They still consider themselves men with penises. Just they're what do they call themselves? Something is a wild name for them. She devils, or she men. No, she's something. She males. That's what it is. She males.
Actually, Cindy Ladylake says they're just fun to watch. It's a train wreck. So
What, the Kardashians? Well, they have to shoot in CinemaScope.
like a circus, it says.
No, but they have to shoot them in CinemaScope, which is widescreen, because if the three of them are next to each other, their asses and hips take up the whole screen. So you only see half of them on the ends.
Tina says she's coming back as a bird, Jane, so she can shit on everybody who's ever been mean to her.
What a positively negative statement.
That's fabulous, though. Like, paybacks are a bitch. It's karma.
I'm coming back as Donald Trump.
Oh.
Yeah, this way I could be nice to everybody. And not build walls to keep people out. I mean, which, everything else he says I kind of agree with. His war policies, like, cut this shit already. We're America. We're tough people. Don't push us around.
It's going to get interesting, and I bet you Saturday Night Live skits are going to be just hilarious now. Now that the president, it's always the best time on Saturday Night Live is during the presidential elections. That's when they have the
everybody's
funniest
annoyed
skits.
with Obama now because Obama is not reacting to the war in Syria. Russia has bombed Syria, and Obama is trying to keep it all, like, I don't know anything about that. And really, he should be very involved because if the Syrians turn around and throw something at us, we're in big trouble.
I love it. So, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
We don't have a caller calling in. I think he's supposed to call us, but I'm not positive. You want to, maybe we'll wait another minute, and if not, we'll dial him.
Roger that.
Probably heard what I said about the Pope. It's not coming on.
El Pope.
He's probably a Christian. Catholic, not a Christian. Catholic. They are Christians, but they're Catholics. No. Jane Russell was a Christian. She hated the Catholics. Ugh, she says such terrible things about the Catholics. No, most born-again Christians, they don't like Catholics.
I know, my sisters are born
They have
again.
nothing to do
As
with
soon as I heard the
Catholics.
Pope say that you cannot have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, I was out on that guy.
Yep.
He wants you to have a personal relationship.
He said it is dangerous for one to think that he or she can have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ outside my church.
Well, he should tell that Davis bitch that. I mean, she swears she's on the phone with him every night with a glass of wine and a cigarette and a
Probably.
vibrator. Right. I mean, she's on there with the Lord. He's talking and saying, "Okay,
with the Lord
baby."
with her four ex-husbands.
Right? Okay, baby, get them faggots. Now let's.
The gay guys,
pretty bad.
They can't get married, but she's had 4 husbands.
Right.
Oh, boy.
And God knows how many people she banged in the back of a pickup truck outside of a canteen somewhere in Arizona.
It's a mess.
She looks like an old slut. She has that slut face. That's my opinion, by the way, not a fact.
Nice.
And I'm going to be sued by that bitch. But my opinion is non-suable. So my opinion, everything I said was just my opinion, not fact. But if I did see her on the road and it was late at night and I could run her over, I would if I could get away with it. I really don't hate. I despise hating anyone. I've never wanted hate in my body because I don't like it. And if it does happen for a minute, I'm sick with myself because I feel hate.
Good boy.
But this woman, I hate. And I'm sorry to say I hate her. So I'm waiting for her to die so this way I could get over it.
So, Chad, how about if we do this? How about let's do a song break and then you try to get our caller on the line?
I can try to do that for you.
All right, so let's
I'm telling you, he's probably
let's try out with Shane Layton.
He's probably the Pope's
He's not
boyfriend.
listening. Let's do
He could be
Shane.
lovers with the Pope, and that's why he's pissed.
Let's do Shane Layton's "Dream of You." We haven't played it in a while, you guys. We love Shane Layton. This is off her album Invincible.
Let's do
it's
it.
available now,
And we're gonna go see her soon.
And here it is, "Dream of You" by Shane Layton.
It's only been one night of me alone. I'd call you up but you won't answer. I'd run to you and fall in your arms, but somebody else is already there with you. Someone else is there. I should be there with you if it's alright. I'll dream of you tonight. I've got to find a way out of my room. So I'll dream of you.
That's Shane.
Yeah, that's Shane Layton. Dream of you, everybody. And now on the phone, we've got America's Next Top Model contestant, Bello Sanchez. Hello, and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Fantastic.
I'm not doing too good because they're not playing the intro music.
We need that.
He's not going to be a star.
He's already a star.
Excuse me. Now, you're the guy that knows Goddess, right?
No.
Well, who is this fella?
This is Bello
He's got the
Sanchez.
most beautiful blue eyes in the world. Would you look at those eyes on him?
Hang on a second. Let me introduce everybody. So, everybody, this is Bello Sanchez. He's from this season's America's Next Top Model. He is fantastic. He's gorgeous. He just got done with Fashion Week in New York. We want to welcome you to the Jimmy Star Show. Let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi, I screw everything up sometimes. It's just one of those days. But are those contact lenses or are those really your eyeballs?
They're not contact lenses. They're really my eyeballs.
I mean, what color? Better than Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, you know, my driver's license says they're green, but everybody says they're blue. So
That's good.
I don't know.
Oh, they're like cerulli. Do you know who Elizabeth Taylor is?
I do know who Elizabeth Taylor
Oh, okay.
is. Yeah.
I knew Elizabeth pretty well, and you have her eyes.
Oh, she's my aunt.
So then we've got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, Bella, welcome to the show, sir.
What's up, Chad?
You have some cool eyes, no doubt.
Thank you.
And then we've got a chat room full of people and all the, I don't know, what do we call your fans? The Bellowites or something? Because, like, there's a ton of them.
The Royal Mafia.
The Royal Mafia, what's up? So say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, Royal Mafia, how you guys doing?
There you go. I love it.
Bella, if you could stop moving your laptop because we're bouncing.
Oh, how is this?
That's good.
Just keep it steady.
There you go. You look perfect.
Otherwise, we think you're on a horse.
No horses here.
No horses here. So where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you guys from Los Angeles, North Hollywood, to be exact.
Okay, and you just got back from Fashion Week.
I did. I just got back from Fashion Week. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
And I actually read someplace online that your eyes made this season's America's Next Top Model opening show one of the biggest ones that they've had in a long time, way better than previous years.
Yeah, I think it was the 4th episode. They made a whole photo shoot inspired by me.
There you go. So congratulations. So I don't know how many people know your story. I know the Mafia. What's it called again?
The Royal Mafia.
I know the Royal Mafia knows your story. I'm just going to give a little quick synopsis, and then we can go into it for people who don't know you. What?
You're off.
I'm off? Oh, that's okay. I'm all right. Okay, so I'm going to give a little synopsis for everybody. Basically, I think you were from Puerto Rico, right?
Yes,
right?
Puerto Rican and Dominican, yep.
Puerto Rican and Dominican. When you were 18 or 19, you moved to LA with $200. You took a taxi, and they robbed you for $100 of it. So you got there and only had $100 left.
Yeah.
And you tried to start modeling, and you started doing some fashion weeks around, and then you auditioned for America's Next Top Model a couple times, I guess, and you got picked up for this season, and you're like the superstar of the season. Even though you got eliminated, you were like the superstar of the season.
Or did I? I mean, I'm coming back. So
that's what I heard. I didn't know if that was public information that you're coming back, so that's why I was telling. I wasn't sure if we could tell people that. So tell people a little bit about it.
So there's the big twist. It's never happened before in America's Next Top Model. We are coming back, all of us, with the chance to compete and come back on the show. So we're all coming back. It's just, the other ones aren't really highlighted.
As good as you.
Well.
You got to blow your own horn a little.
No. I love some of them. So some of them
okay. I also read some stuff that some of them weren't. Like you didn't love some and you did love some. I checked you all out today. You're all over the internet right now. You're like a huge sensation. Everybody's talking about you. I didn't read a whole lot about you coming back, but I read a lot about your elimination since you just recently got eliminated. Yeah. And so what made you want to be a model in the first place?
Well, when I was younger, I was always awkward. I was always made fun of. But I liked picking up magazines. And I remember looking at Tyra Banks, and she was doing her thing. So I was like, okay, she's pretty, she's colored. Maybe I could do my thing in a few years from now.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that word since 19. Colored. Well, red, green, yellow, blue. Tell me about your color. I love that. That's so crazy. You're not colored. You're beautiful. That's what you are.
No, actually,
and if black is beautiful, you certainly are.
Thank you.
There's a lady in the chat room. Her name's Felissa or Felisa. I'm not sure. which one, but I guess she works with Tyra, and she's a friend of yours. So how about give her a hello?
Hi, Felicia. Yeah, she's a huge supporter, and I love her, and I love you, and thank you for being here with us today.
There you go. That's a lot of fun.
Now, you're a baby. How old? 19, 20?
13,
No, seriously. You don't want to
26. Well, I just actually yesterday was my birthday, so I'm 27.
27. Happy
You're
birthday.
27?
Yeah,
I thought 18, 19. You look good.
I'll take that.
27. That's good too, but I thought 18. Everyone out in the chat room, didn't you think 18, 19? Look at him. He looks like a baby.
Actually, yes, Megan in there too, who says that they're all coming back, but you're the one who's going to win. So you can say hi to Megan also.
Hey, baby Megan, how are you?
There you
Real
go.
welcome.
How cool is that to have your own like group of really cool followers?
It's an amazing thing to have them support me the way that they do. You know what? I'm actually working on something. I don't know if I can address it now, or maybe I'll address it later. But I'm doing something for them because they made yesterday so much better. Actually, I got some really bad news the day right before my birthday. So coming into my birthday wasn't good at all. But seeing all the support that they gave me yesterday was amazing. So it feels great.
There you go. You gotta love it.
Sometimes you have to have the negative to turn into a positive. And sometimes, like the new year, if your year that has been used is bad, the new year will be better because life is 50-50. So you're going to have all good stuff coming your way.
Thank you. Thank you. From your lips to God's ears.
No, that's positive thinking, and it's the equation. You know, you sleep 50% of your life, you're awake 50%, you cry 50%, you laugh 50%. It's the balance.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about America's Next Top Model. I can honestly say when I knew you were coming on the show, I went back and I've watched some of it. I probably watched like the first 10 or 12 cycles, and then I haven't really watched it in a couple of years. I see a lot of it's basically still pretty much the same show. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's really cool. So how has it been being on the show? Are you recognized everywhere you go now?
I am. I'm recognized a lot. It's funny because sometimes I go out with some of my castmates in the house, and they get kind of mad because they're people only recognizing me. So I love it. I think it's fun.
You get used to it. I used to model when I was, I think, 18 years old. I was in, listen to this, you're going to cry from this one. I was in a Sears catalog. Do you know what a Sears catalog is?
Yeah,
Sears,
I know what that is, yeah.
Models for Sears department store. And I was in a suit. Skinny. I was 157 pounds, 6 foot tall, and I was in a suit, and I believe the suit was beige. Well, when I saw the layout, they watercolored that picture 5 times. The next picture was the same, but in blue, then brown, then black, and it looked like crap. And they watercolored my face. I looked like I had sunburn. I thought, oh my God, this is not for me. I'm not going to be a model. It's terrible. But that was my thing about model. I hated modeling. You like it? I hated it.
I like it. I mean, it has its good things and it has its bad things. I want to move into acting as well. But yeah, no, as a model, people, you know what it's like. People tear you apart. I can be on a photo shoot looking, biracial, looking the way that I do, and by the time it gets printed, I might look Asian or white or something completely different. So I think that's what happened to you. So it's a little hard sometimes, but I like it.
People have to know too that it's a lot of work, though. It's not just it's glamorous, but it's a lot of work.
It's the getting felt up that's annoying.
Oh my God, that happens a lot too.
They felt me up. If I tell you, I got felt up by the ugliest, oldest queens you ever want to see. I mean, if the guy was young and cute, I'd say, feel me up. I'm enjoying it. I'll feel you up too. Old, ugly, bald, disgusting-looking queens.
Oh
and
my
they all
God.
wanted to do me and all kinds of stuff. I said, get out of here, you
Oh my
pathetic
gosh, I can't.
So do you do print and runway? You do a little bit of everything, or what's your favorite?
I do everything. I don't care. My favorite is runway because it's live. It gives you an adrenaline rush. And usually for runway, they want you to be 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". I'm not 6'1" or 6'2", but I'm damn sure going to compete and get the damn job done. Like I'm 7'2". So that's why I like it. I always have something to prove. Pardon me?
Wear high heels.
I'm not gonna wear high heels, but I will wear platforms. So like
because
a little
it's very in now. Men are wearing high heel boots and and platform wedgie boots.
He said platform.
That's very in. Look at the guy we saw on the Joan Rivers' daughter's show. police
Oh
there.
yeah, Weir. Johnny Weir was wearing platforms on.
Yeah,
on,
you had to see the platforms he had.
That show. I
All
forgot
right.
the show.
I'll look into it and send you a picture and have it approved by you.
There you go.
I'll tell you right now, it'll be outrageous on the runway to walk down like in a man's suit with a pair of fabulous black suede wedgie, big wedgies. I think it would be cool.
So I also read that you shared the catwalk with Victoria's Secret supermodel Adriana Lima. Which how was that? Because like everybody knows who she is. So like getting to do something with her has to be amazing.
It is amazing. She's drop dead gorgeous in person. You have no idea how beautiful she is. And, we had Drew Barrymore right there in the front watching us walk. It was amazing. The whole thing was just incredible. It was incredible. The connections I made on New York for that day, New York Fashion Week, was so much worth it. I wasn't even expecting that to be as magnified as it was. So I had a great time.
So since you've been on the show, who's the coolest like celebrity that you got to meet?
The coolest celebrity? Gosh, it's hard to say because I don't want to say that there's the coolest celebrities, but I met some of the Jenners and the Kardashians. That was pretty cool.
No, we don't think they're cool at all.
Oh, never mind. I mean, I met I met no one. I met my cat.
No, Kardashians are like the clowns of this century. One weirder and stupider than the other. What a way to make a lot of millions of dollars. I respect them. I mean,
We respect them. We just don't like them.
No, I mean, I would have my ass shot up to be looking like a horse's ass too for all that money.
Hey.
Well, that's what makes them so popular are their asses because nobody's got asses like they have, except statuary and cemeteries.
Actually, though, look at he's laughing. I also, though, read that you did a music video with Jessica Sutter from the Pussycat Dolls. She's been on the show several times. She's gorgeous. She's fabulous. She's super talented. So how was that being in a music video with her?
It was amazing. We shot. I don't know. I think I can curse, right? Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I think it's called. No, it is called. It's called Bottled Bitch. And it's really great. She's dancing. She's reminding people that she's coming back. She's coming back with a vengeance. Her last single actually went to #1 on the Billboard.
Yeah.
So her in the dance genre. So it's amazing. And I was on that, and she liked me so much that we're actually collabing again. And I'm going to be her leading man in her next video. So we're working together again.
It's really cool. Tell her that Jimmy Star and Ron Russell from the Jimmy Star Show said hello because she's just fat. She's really. We had so much fun with her on the show. I love her music. Loved her as a Pussycat Doll. I kind of like her better as a solo.
Yeah, no, I do too.
But I think it's like really like cool. Oh, Ron went to go get our. Okay, so.
You know something? There's an old expression, diarrhea mouth. That's what you are, diarrhea mouth. You always got to spoil all the shit.
Hey.
Our guest is wondering why you got up and left in the middle of the show.
Because somebody's annoying me here.
So go ahead.
Listen up, you bitch.
Uh-oh.
I'm RuPaul, and I'm the best
No,
runway.
we can't see it. You have to look.
I'm
There
the
we
best
go.
I'm the best runway model.
That's
in
my
the world.
RuPaul. That's my RuPaul doll.
And if you think I'm lying, watch.
Wait,
Look.
show her face. It's a one of a kind. It's actually got a penis.
Penis.
Mine is big.
I think I saw it dangle a little bit.
Yeah.
The greatest model ever to walk the runway. So there.
You
Look,
better work. I know.
here's my penis.
Don't do that.
I see it. He's really well endowed.
Have you met RuPaul?
I have not met RuPaul yet.
I'm sure you're going to. So
Okay, she's
so how's your love life?
My love life, I don't know what that is. I mean, right now I'm just so in love with where my career is heading. So I guess that's where my love life is right now.
Okay, so you're like a career modeling and like working more towards making all that continue and not messing it up.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? Even if I wanted to mess it up with the relationship, I cannot get anybody to pay attention to me for the life of me. I just nobody wants to date me. I don't know. I just no.
Oh, go away. I don't believe that
Like
bullshit.
you're freaking drop dead gorgeous. I would think you could have
please,
anybody you want.
please.
No, seriously, I don't.
Oh, stop it.
I swear, I'm not playing.
Oh,
I can't. I have no game. No game.
I got news.
That
for
is your
you.
game, though. The fact that you don't have any game is your game.
If you're gay, I would walk in West Hollywood with you, and in 20 minutes there'd be 17 people following.
All right, well, let's walk together and see what I can find.
Oh, please, I'll go dancing with you. We'll go to what do you call it? It's in Boys Town. What's the club I go to? I don't know. It used to be called Revolver. Years ago, it's probably gone.
What kind of guys would you like to go out with?
I'm so into how people act, how they are. I don't really care about the look. I don't care about the age. I've dated everybody that you
I
can
got a
imagine.
lot of old Queen friends that would love you.
Cannot.
I mean, come visit us. Come visit us in Palm Springs. They'll give you a Rolls Royce. They'll give you a beautiful home with a pool. You'll never have to work a day in your life.
Let's
You
go. Let's go. I
shop
could use a
all
nice
day.
Rolls Royce.
You shop all day long, but you got to put up with some of the ugly old bags that they are. Ugh.
That's my type. Then Rolls Royce and shopping. That's my type.
And a house of your own. And a house of your own. But you
Don't
gotta
tell
put-
me that because
Nope.
I will take you on that request.
Sweetheart, trust
Actually-
me. You go to Palm Springs, go to the Copa. In 2 hours, forget it.
We're actually going to be moving. We're probably moving to Palm Springs at the beginning of the year, sometime next year, because the show's really growing, and we want to be closer to all the action. Oh, I love that picture of you. And so we will. When we get there, we'll let you know. And when we have a big Hollywood party with all the superstars, we'll have you come over, and that way we'll see who we
of
can introduce you
course.
to.
All you
Yeah,
have
bring
to do is
Jessica.
walk down Palm Canyon Drive, and they'll be following you, like I did. I walked down Boca Raton Mall, and Jimmy followed me.
That's right. I picked him up in a mall, and now we're
Look
married.
What I got. Look what I got.
So actually, somebody
I didn't get the rolls, and I didn't get the house.
Who's that cutie right there? You guys didn't introduce me to him.
Shazam!
Oh, this is
Shazam!
Shazam.
He's
Hey
our.
Shazam!
He is our rescue dog. We rescued him from the Big Dog Rescue Ranch in Florida back in March, and
Really?
and brought him back to Pennsylvania because we're in Pennsylvania, and so he's our big mutt. Do you have a dog?
No, but let me show you what I do have. Come over here.
Oh, you have a cat. Look, Shazam, pussy.
His name is Boppy the cat.
Boppy.
Oh, hello. Oh, he's adorable. It's she then. It's a she or a he?
It's a he. His name is Boppy, like Boppy Chulo. This is
Okay,
his face.
Boppy Chulo. Oh, hello, Boppy.
Pretty cat.
Oh, pretty cat. See, oh, the eyes. You have a family full of beautiful eyes. You gotta love it. So what's next then? So you're going back to you're gonna when will you be back on the show? When will it start airing?
This Friday, we actually moved it to Fridays at 8 p.m. So this Friday at 8 p.m. It's no longer on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's no longer on Wednesdays. It's on Friday. It's really, really fun. So I'll be back on Friday.
I love it. And so you'll be back on Friday. You're also looking to get into the acting industry. Have you had anybody approach you about being in anything yet?
I have. Everything is too soon to talk about.
Okay.
But I have a lot of great things, and I'm taking a lot of meetings, and I'm excited. There's a lot of things happening.
We'll bring you back when you have something big to promote. Also, I heard that you're like now the contributing fashion editor for, I think it's Us Weekly.
Us Weekly, yeah. They
So
welcome
you have
me
your
onto
little
the team.
picture in the back, and you have one, and you get to make comments on people.
Yeah, I'm basically the fashion police on Us Weekly. So every 2 weeks, you'll see me commenting on what Nicki Minaj is wearing and, all that fun stuff. Maybe the Kardashians, since I know you guys love
Oh,
her so
we have
much.
we have a good friend that shares that back page with you.
Actually, they have the same agent.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you know Ricky?
Ricky, yeah, we share the same publicist. Ricky
Yeah,
Rebel.
the same
Yeah,
publicist.
we love Ricky. Ricky's like the best.
Ricky's been on the show twice. He's fabulous.
He'll
He's
be,
so much
he'll
fun.
be coming to our parties, so you'll meet him at our parties too.
He already knows
Yeah.
the same
Yeah, I
publicist.
know Ricky.
No, I know. He's just cool. I just have the best fun with him.
Yeah, it's a lot. Look at that. They're putting pictures of you up on the screen also, so for everybody who's watching to see. And like, you look gorgeous in every picture, so it's just not even funny how beautiful you are. So everybody, this is Bello Sanchez. You guys got to follow him on Twitter. He should be having millions of followers. It's at Bello Sanchez. That's BelloSanchez. Make sure to tune in to America's Next Top Model Friday night at 8:00. It's on the CW still.
It
Or
is.
no? Yep, on the CW. Make sure to read Us Weekly every 2 weeks to see his contributing fashion police advice in the back of it. That's a really cool thing. I would love to do that. I think that's
It's
phenomenal that
fun.
you got
Maybe
that.
you can be next. Can I take this opportunity to share a few little messages with someone?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're doing a contest really quickly. Me and my publicist and my management team, and we teamed up with 3 Blackbird Management and Brendan M. Combs, and also Lee. So anyway, we will be flying somebody over to one of my fashion shows to Georgia, Atlanta, on the 14th, and all you have to do is do your best Bello impersonation, dress up as me, do whatever impersonation you like on the show, and upload it to YouTube, and you'll see the hashtags later on social media. But yes, so we will be flying somebody in. We'll be paying for somebody's hotel and airfare tickets.
So all you
good,
guys
good,
got to
good.
do is
I have a wig just like your hair.
Get a wig.
I have one already, just like your hair. I'm gonna be you.
there you
What-
go, everybody. And all you got to find out, they can follow you on Twitter. You'll be posting it on Twitter. So follow him on Twitter. How do you pronounce your first name?
Bello.
Yeah, but no, it's not. I say it again.
Bello. Bello.
Bejo.
I thought it
Perfect.
was Bella.
No.
Bello in Italian means beautiful, a man, a beautiful man. Bello.
No. It means the same thing in Spanish. So you're right. So in Italian, it's bello or, bello. So yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
No, Sicilian, it's Baggio. I don't believe you're
Spanish.
speaking Sicilian. You don't even know it.
Oh, I had no idea. I know in Spanish it's
Sicilian,
bello.
when you say Bella, in Italian it's Bella, in Sicilian it's Baggio.
Nice. Well, it's bello in Spanish too.
Actually, too, we want to give a shout out while we're on the phone because your publicist, Lee Runchi from Chrome PR, everybody, you guys should follow Chrome PR on Twitter. Lee is fabulous, fabulous lady. She's so fabulous, it's not even funny. She works with the top clients and top entertainers in the world. She's super fabulous, so follow them. Follow Bello on Twitter at Bello Sanchez. Do you have a website, too, or no?
I do. BelloSanchez.com.
There you go.
BelloSanchez.com. Yeah.
Check it out, everybody. Enter the contest to go and meet him and see one of his modeling gigs. It'll be really cool. We want to thank you for coming on the Jimmy Star Show. I can't wait to see you in some films. It's going to be fabulous. And congratulations on all your success. And good luck. Don't get eliminated Friday.
I will work
Break
on
the
that.
leg, baby. And you're as bello inside as you are outside.
That means so much to me. And I really hope to come back and meet you guys when you guys move down here.
Well,
Absolutely.
After January, we're moving back to Palm
Oh, real
Springs.
quick, too. Felisa said to say something about Ava. They like Ava, too. Since I'm not watching the show, I don't know who Ava is, but do you like Ava?
I love me some Ava. Ava lives 15, 20 minutes away from me now. I'll actually call her and let her know. I love me some Ava. It's
There you
Bava
go.
all the
They
way.
like you and Ava. Those are the two that everybody seems to like.
Yeah.
Go. So good luck. We hope you win it all. Either way, you're going to have a great career, and we want to thank you for coming on the Jimmy Star Show.
Thank you so much.
All
Take care,
right,
guys.
bye.
See you in
Bye.
Palm Springs.
How
What a nice kid.
Yeah.
Kid, he's
beautiful,
27.
beautiful.
He's older than I am.
I know, and he looks very young. So,
He does
again,
look
Lee
young.
Runchi, thank you so much. I know you're probably listening. You're a rock star. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Look how gorgeous.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful eyes. So, Chad.
What are we going to do with Shazam coming on TV every week?
People
He's
like
a
it.
ham.
Oh, you can hear him walking. You can hear him all barking.
He's a ham.
Oh,
He wants
Shazam.
to be on the show.
I think that's funny.
I think he'd do better than you on the show. Why don't you give him the
That's
spot?
mean.
No, I'm not giving him my spot. Listen
Why?
to that. So, you guys, you can hear the Jimmy Star Show. We'll do a little ad here on W4CY Radio. And if you're on W4CY Radio, you get the awesome opportunity to work with the amazing Chad Murphy.
Who, me? Thank you.
And you can hear us on WROM Radio in Detroit. You can hear us on Hamilton Radio in New Jersey, Planet Radio Network in New York, LA, Toronto, and London, Monster FM Radio in New York, K4HD Radio in LA, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City, WBAD.net in Washington, D.C. We're also on LGBTQ TV, Roku, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Vimeo. There we go. I didn't have it written down, so that's pretty good. I had to get it all. Also, everybody tuning in, if you're in the chat room and you haven't hit the ITV button, if you hit it, you can see Ron and I and Shazam
Wave Ron.
waving at you. And all is good with that. And
I want to say to Tina, I was kidding around about the Jimmy Star website,
Jimmy Star's World.
Jimmy Star's World. You know, I can't always say everything's sweet and nice because it doesn't work and people think I'm full of crap, and I'm famous for telling it like it is. And I don't know anything about the website. I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it's great because Jimmy and Stefan have been working on it forever. It's supposed to be a very important website, and I know that the people that go into it will benefit from it.
It crashed a couple times because so many
But
people
I've
went.
never seen it yet, only because as much as Jimmy and I are married and live together, we really are separate in our work. I work with him. I work, just it's very tough to see each other's stuff.
He's going to see it.
I will see it, when he ties me up and gags me and dopes me up to watch it because I know I'm going to vomit when I see him, constantly. Ugh.
Listen
Seeing
to
him
him
all the time. I really think Shazam should replace him. Let me know what you think in the chat room. Like I wrote on Facebook, I said, Jimmy likes it his way. I like it my way. And when we have meetings, it takes time because we have to wash the blood off the walls. I wrote that on Facebook this morning. Everybody loved it. They all one person wrote, I think it's so kinky. I got sickies on my Facebook page. Imagine she wrote, oh, that's so kinky. blood on the wall.
Mr. Starr, I have your next guest coming on.
Okay. Oh, here's what we want to do, though, Chad. Hold on.
Captain.
We got to have to edit this thing because we want to play the music. I wanted him to call and then we not say anything, and then we're going to play the music and then bring him on. But I don't see him.
Well, you
Okay.
should.
Hey, Mike, you have to hit video. There we go. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Hey, hang on 1 second, because Chad blew up our whole introduction.
Because we cut the show now in half. We do an hour and an hour as two separate shows. So you're on the second half, Mike.
Well, he's on the first half, but here's what we're gonna do. All right, Mike, hang on 1 second. All right, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
All right, we're gonna do our
Let's
intro,
go.
and then Chad, and then Ron will edit it all and put it in the second half of the show.
Hit it,
let's
Maestro.
start. All right, everybody. Here's a time for Do You Want to Be a Star?
Business like no business like no business I know.
Yeah, baby.
Everything about it is a
Everybody, welcome to the Jimmy Star Show. So you want to be a star segment, Mr. Mike Santi. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Fantastic.
You're very dark. You're going to have to move
There he
your
is.
screen a little
There
bit.
he is.
There it
he
is.
There we go.
Let there be light.
There
made
you
it.
go. Let there be light, and it's there. So let me introduce you
Good.
to our cool, outrageous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, now you're friends with Goddess, right?
I am, yes.
Is she a guy or a girl? The truth.
She's very female, yes.
Oh no, she's very female. That means she's a tranny, I bet,
Oh,
right?
boy.
I hope she is, because I have so many dear friends. I want to meet Goddess, and that bitch won't come on our show.
You just got to invite her.
We did 100 times. What does she
We
want?
love Goddess. She's in the chat room every day.
She wants a limo and a red carpet. What?
Yeah, that's women. They want the full 9 yards. But
Well,
So
Good
first
friend.
of all, we say hello to Chad. He's the man behind the boards.
Hey, Mike, welcome to the show, sir.
Chad, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Good to have you here.
Thanks
And
for
then
having me.
say hello to the chat room. There's a chat room full of people.
Hello, chat room. How are you guys?
And then make a special shout out to Goddess, because she's in the chat room. We love Goddess. We talk to her all the time in the chat
every
room.
week she's my pal.
Goddess, it's always great to see you. Thank you for the intro.
There you go. So everybody, this is Michael Santi. I actually have met you in Orlando one time at Spooky Empire.
That is correct. That is
I
correct.
met you at Spooky Empire, and I don't really remember that, but I remember your name because I knew we were friends on Facebook. So welcome. This is like a brand new segment, and it's basically for actors and up and coming actors. You've already done a ton of stuff, so maybe this is something that might bring more exposure, where bigger people will see you and give you an opportunity, to get you in some stuff that's even bigger than the stuff that you've already done.
That is correct. That is correct. Hopefully, it's one of those things. It was good seeing you then, and it's good seeing you now. You said some nice things back then, believe it or not. You don't remember, but...
Oh, that's good. Well, I appreciate that. That's really cool. So, first of all, you're from Brooklyn, but now you live in Orlando.
Yes, Brooklyn.
Where are you from in Brooklyn?
Shore Parkway, Bay 16th Street.
I was Red Hook, borderline Brooklyn Heights, Columbia Street.
Oh, awesome. That's
Yeah,
why you got that
I was.
personality.
That's why I have a Brooklyn accent still. I never get rid of my Brooklyn accent.
Don't
It's
ever
part
do
of my character. People say to me, how come you don't speak like everybody else? I said, why? Why be like everybody else? That's something that you have to do as an actor. It's an identification. Ron Russell, if you want a gangster or a nasty cop, hire Ron Russell.
That's it.
He's perfect. The nasty Brooklyn mouth.
Okay, so I have a question. First of all, so if you guys go and look up Michael Santi we're going to play his demo reel, so that way, when this goes out for everybody to see it, we'll actually have it. So we're going to play it in a second, so you can kind of see some of the stuff that he's done. You've done a ton of shorts, and you've done some movies where you're actually one of the main leads in the different movies. But what I want to know, first, and you guys can check him out on IMDb. I want to know, how did you get on a list of top 10 action stars of today and tomorrow? There's this IMDb list, and it's got the biggest stars in the world, and you're number 10 on the list. How does that? How did you actually do that?
Yeah, I paid a lot of people off. That's how I kind of been known, you like Ron was saying, you kind of get known for something, and then you grow from there. People kind of come to you for certain roles and things. And, I was just lucky because there was a gentleman, a PR person in California. Some of my shorts and some films went to the Action on Film Festival. And, he saw something he liked, and I made a list of some people that were up and coming. It's basically you're on the same track as those
Yeah, I got that you're on the same track of those, but to be on the same track as like The Rock and Chris Hemsworth and like these people who make like $20 million every picture is like, it's first of all, it's an honor that you would even to be considered into that. Not that you haven't done anything,
Sure.
but like you haven't done anything quite on that level yet. I think you're going to be doing something like that very soon.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Believe me, it was a surprise, and I'm thankful, and I have so much gratitude towards anybody just putting me anything close to that. So I'm thankful.
It's an easy math. Just sleep with everybody in Hollywood. You'll get somewhere. That's what they
You
all
got the
do.
looks for it, so that's good. Everybody
like
too who was
Tony
listening.
You know who Tony Curtis is, right?
Correct. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Tony Curtis said that Marilyn Monroe was on her knees throughout her entire career.
Oh wow.
That's how she became popular. Isn't that funny that he would say such a thing publicly? I knew him. I interviewed him, and he was an outrageous guy, kind of like me, told it like it was. Anyway, what kind of films, or not, that's not what I want to ask. What kind of a role would you call a meaty role and a role that you would love to do and that you would have some kind of say in the lines? In other words, rewrite some of the lines to your personality.
I love challenges. I've already done. Again, it's good to be known for certain things, and I think I've worked with a gentleman, David Preval. He was
Yes.
in Redemption, and the best advice he ever gave me was let people stereotype you, and then once you're accepted into that market, then you can say, okay, I can be diverse from here, and I can expand from here. So for me, a role that's challenging, that doesn't always have to be, the beat 'em up, shake 'em up kind of thing, but something that tells a great story. Just something that people really can take something from.
Actually, too, you guys, if you want to see that movie, the name of the movie is Dakota. You did another movie, Dutch Book, with Keith David. He's another big star. Keith David's like rocking. He was in like They Live, I think. I don't know. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
He's in everything. He's a hard-working, well-deserved actor. Yeah, for sure.
I freaking love that. So you guys can check those films out too. I want to play your reel real quick for everybody. Chad, do you have the reel almost ready?
I kept it.
All right. So listen, Mike, you introduce your reel, and then it's going to play on the screen for everybody to see and for us to see, and then we'll talk a little bit more once we get done with the reel.
Sure. Hey guys, this is my demo reel. I hope you enjoy it, and be kind. Thank you.
That's why we're here. We're here to talk through the issues. To talk about the... Everybody wants to talk. That's all I keep hearing. Let's talk about the issues. There's no action. That's the problem. My wife was found in the middle of a parking lot with a throat cut. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about the fact that I wasn't there? She was calling me, but I didn't believe her? They're out there finding the guy, getting closer every day, and I'm in here talking. Whoa.
Was she with Kurt? I do not know. She doesn't talk to me. She doesn't tell me anything anymore.
I'm gonna kill that guy.
You know what?
What?
I think tomorrow night's the night. I'm gonna ask Jenna to marry me.
No real known links between them. They all had different occupations.
That's my point. There's got to be a link. This isn't random. We find that link, and we find this person.
Here.
Do you understand? Jack, Jay and Ruben, bro, they're dead. They're gone. They're not coming back. And so is that girl because of us. Because of what we fucking did. And if we stop now, all this bullshit was for nothing. Are you okay with that? Because I'm not. I'm not okay with that.
Now, if you go in there and show this guy an interest rate of 12%, I swear to Christ, he's gonna laugh in your face and throw you out of his house. You're not selling interest rates. You're selling payments. You circled the thing you want him to see. It's called the power of the pen, Kyle.
No matter what you said, no matter how bad you hurt us, at the end of the day, Mom always forgave you. And I think it's time that I learned to love and believe in that side. But I don't want to love you as my father. I just want to finally love you as my dad.
I have 20,000 reasons why we can't have a kid right now. Baby, these things can be wrong. I mean, you see it all the time. Are you serious?
Yes, I'm sure. It's not wrong.
We've talked about this. We've sat there and we planned things out. Look at what we got to deal with.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I mean, there's options, right?
And there's a simple yet effective way that you can join the fight today.
And you don't even have to leave your home.
Go to curesma.org, and believe me, before you know it, you'll be making a difference and saving lives. All you had to do was deliver what I paid you for, Johnny. I'm gonna come for you. Somehow I think that's gonna be a little impossible.
Yeah, everybody, that's Michael Santi. You can check out more by going to www.michaelsanti.com. Dude, like, first of all, everybody in the chat was talking about how cute you are, even except for in that Scarface one, that big Scarface one. But I want to say, out of all the clips, I like the one when you're crying about your dad, like this tender moment, because like everybody expects you to be the big bully beating everybody up. But the fact that you can do the tender moment, I thought that was really, really, really great.
Thank you.
Tender is good. Tender is easy. Turn up the steam. That's when I like his work. He's good. He's got power. He's got Brooklyn. He tells it like it is. He makes those written words come alive. I listened. I stood to attention. The only other actress that I ever felt that way was Barbara Stanwyck, a famous old actress who did the very thing you did and was famous for it. And in every single movie, she told somebody off. They would rewrite the script so she would get powerful and yell and tell them off. And we loved it. I think, my friend, that this is where you're going to go. Power. I think they're going to hire you for power characters. The soft stuff, you know, you can walk through that in your sleep. But to do power without being phony is very difficult. That's what I like.
Thank you so much. And I saw on your last show that you're psychic, so I'm going to take that to heart.
Well, you know what? I'm not that I'm psychic. Are you Italian? Because Santi's either Spanish or Italian.
Yes, you see me trying to control my hand movements.
So you're Italian. Italian from Brooklyn. You and I would act the same. I just finished a movie not long ago where I played a Brooklyn cop, a nasty Brooklyn cop, and it came so easy. I just had to remember some of the New York City PD, and I drew from that. But I'm not psychic, but I do have senses of what's going to be and who's going to be. I wouldn't answer this question if I didn't have a positive answer. I would avoid it because I would never want to hurt anybody. But yeah, I do see you around. I see you coming up. I think you've got something. I really like your power. You know what I mean? Anybody could yell and scream. You get that part. Anybody could act stupid and mean. But to do it the way you did it, it impressed me. Yes, I think you're going to go places, my friend.
That's very nice.
Mostly through television. A television star. Movie stars today are on the way out. There's no such thing anymore as movie stars. Everybody that I know in Hollywood, and I know big names too, they're all trying to get a TV gig.
Sure. Well, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Ron.
No, it's true. But television is the place to go because we don't want to go to the movie theaters because of the bed bugs and because of the price of the... No, truthfully, New York City movie theaters are filled with bed bugs.
Actually, two people... in the chat room, they're saying that there's you're kind of like a cross between like a Vin Diesel and a Jason Statham. Statham. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. That's pretty good. I like that.
Well, I would go one step further. This is an outrageous compliment. Maybe it's a little bit overboard, and I'm really giving you too much sugar. Marlon Brando had that quality that you have, that ability to grab our attention, and we're on his side when he's yelling and being mean to people. That's a definitive answer. That's the trick. You yell at people, and I'm on your side. That's the thing I was trying to say. Most of the time you yell and people want to smack your ass down and say, shut the fuck up, why are you yelling at him?
Actually, the chat room agrees with him with the Marlon Brando thing too, so that's
Yeah,
cool. So
that's
are
a
you?
hell of a compliment, by the way.
Thank you
You're
so
gonna have
much.
to live up to that. So, boy, I wouldn't want to be you. That's some compliment to live up to. Woo.
I'm working my ass off to do that. That's the biggest compliment. He's my favorite actor in the world.
Well, if anybody said that to me, I'd go out of business.
So okay, so we can follow. I know you're on Facebook. Do you have a Twitter account? Because like I don't follow you on Twitter. I don't think.
I do. On Twitter, it's the it's a weird name because it's a Santi, and I love the film Entourage. Because you can't really in this industry do anything on your own. You need a support team, no matter how much ability or how much effort you put in. You really need a good support team, and I have an amazing group of people that are supporters. So I call it the Santourage, which is SANTOURAGE, and it's an underscore team. So it's Santourage underscore team.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter, and then like we can start introducing to because almost everybody who follows me on Twitter is in entertainment. I have like a lot of followers, and so we'll try and like get you looped into some of our like all the different movie people that we're like working with to see what we can do.
My grandmother, her name was Nina Santi, which is the same last of yours. She was from Piemonte, in Genova, up in the mountains of Piedmont. Who knows? You could be related back in the Santis of years ago. Santi, by the way, folks, in Italian means saints. So maybe the saints will watch over you.
Well, I certainly hope so. And
it's a great name, Santi, because my grandmother was a great woman.
Well, God rest her soul. Thank you for the compliment.
Everybody in the chat room loves you. So everybody follow at Santourage underscore team on Twitter. Also, check out michaelsanti.com. Check out all his movies. You definitely want to see Dakota and Dutch Book just because like he's got great co-stars and he's in them. And I also just got a text message to tell you to go to the Actors Studio. Hold on, let me see what it says here. I got a text message and it actually says, tell him to go to the Actors Studio on air. He's going to be huge.
See that?
That's very nice. Tell them thank you.
Since you got to get a sponsor, I think, to get on that, but like get yourself a sponsor to get an audition to get into the Actors Studio, and then you'll be rolling and on your way more so than you already are. We got to go because we're going to run out of time.
Just one final thing, I've been to acting classes. And I never got anything out of them because they always went against how I felt I could do it. They have their method. I think you have an instinct, natural-born method. I don't think you want a studio to do it. They sometimes can hurt you more than help you because they make you stereotypically like every other actor. Brando was one of the studio people that was rare because he started that mode of acting. So he really wasn't taught to act that way. He started it, and everybody followed suit. Sure. So be careful of an actor's studio. They sometimes can destroy something that you've got in you that's really important.
Well, if I could just say something, yeah, I agree 100%. I found actually a school that kind of nurtures your inner ability versus trying to teach you to act, and that's Truthful Acting Studios here in Orlando. And they kind of believe in your principle as well, Ron, where they nurture what you already bring to the table and help develop that. With just a tremendous amount of support. Marco DeGeorge and Rob Moss they're just the most incredible.
It's like a 12-step program for actors. You don't want that. You don't want to be told what to do and how to do it because it takes away from who you are. Acting is actually you saying the lines in character, and it's a very difficult thing to do. But if you can do your lines in that character, you're going to go places because that's called an actor.
Well, I'm doing my best. I appreciate it.
Well, I think so. I liked what I saw.
Super impressed.
And this video will go out to the whole world and millions. We have a watcher of 2.5 million people. Believe it or not, this fakakta show. But anyway, you'll be seen, and let's see if anything happens. Call us and let us know.
If anything happens, you guys got 2 red carpet tickets to any event I ever.
Good, and when you're
there, you go. And when you get one of those things, we'll bring you back to promote your first wide release, big budget feature film where you're starring. It'll be great.
And if you win an Oscar in the thank yous, be sure to mention my name's fuck Jimmy. Just say, and Ron Russell.
You guys will be I believe it's a 2-way street, so I appreciate everything. Anything I ever achieve, I definitely would love to see.
You're going to do it, babe.
You're going to do it. So thank you so much for coming in. We want to thank Goddess. Goddess, we love you, Goddess.
Thank you, Goddess.
But we love you. We think you're fabulous. So thank you so much for the introduction and the suggestion. And Mike, have a great, great time. Good luck with everything. And thanks for coming on the Jimmy Star Show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody in the chat room.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Nice fella. Italian from Brooklyn. What do you want? Everybody's Italian from Brooklyn is nice.
All right, so we're going to do one more ad, and then I'll have all my little ad things done for the day. So what's up, everybody? The Parliament Vacation Club. It's the first ever LGBT travel club associated with Resort Condominiums International. It offers members-only savings at their collection of LGBT hotels, resorts, country clubs, restaurants, nightclubs, bars, and more. And if you call 321-348-9444, one more time, 321-348-9444 to learn about the Parliament Vacation Club, and you tell them you heard it on the Jimmy Star Show, you'll receive a $300 voucher for a cruise that can be used toward any cruise line or a weekend stay at the Parliament House in Orlando. So please check it all out. You'll love it. It's a really cool organization and a great place for vacations, especially if you're going to Florida. So check it out. And again, call 321-348-9444. And Shazam is back.
Okay, and folks, I have a question for you guys in the chat room. Do you think I'm too old and I would look really stupid wearing leopard skinned sneakers? Because Jimmy's carrying that shoe and I'm crazy about it. Tell me what you think a man of my age in leopard skin sneakers will look like. I'm afraid what they're going to say. An old dizzy queen.
They're all saying Shazam is very cute. Look at that.
What's that?
Shazam, up front, up close and personal.
Oh,
Hey, Shazam,
look at
look
that.
at you on TV, honey. You're on television.
Yes. Anyway, get back to me with that leopard skin sneaker because I'm going to go to the warehouse.
They say the shoes would rock on you.
I'm going to steal a pair at the warehouse.
So far, it says the shoes would rock on you, Ron. So there
I
you
hope.
go. All right, everybody. So in a few minutes, we're going to have another guest calling in. We're going to take a quick music break. And this is the name of this song is Country Rockin' and Reelin'. The name of the artist is actually everybody loves it with the shoes. Jane in England says yes. Country Rockin' and Reelin'. The name of the artist is Buck Johnson. He's the keyboardist for Aerosmith. He's a country artist. This is a fabulous song. Chat, we got it ready? Yeah! Go everybody, Country Rockin' and Reelin' by Buck Johnson.
Might say that I've paid my dues, kept some bad company and sang some Delta blues. Alabama born, Southern stock, got a little twang when I start to rock. And I'll never be cool as the man in black. You heard that train a-comin' rolling down the track. I'd ride the rails, sleep on a bed of coals, just to make it down to Muscle Shoals. Yeah, 'cause I'm country, rockin' and reelin'. But do you feel what I'm feeling? Well, I'm country, rockin' and reelin'. A whole lot of faith and some healing. Yeah. That's a big beat rhythm that never stops. From Big King to ZZ Top, the radio's cranking in my car. Jimmy Page on a Gibson guitar. I don't make no apology for the harmony that's inside of me. The Carter family and the Jordanaires sing with me when I say my prayers. Yeah, 'cause I'm country, rockin' and reelin'. Do you feel what I'm feeling? Oh,
by Buck Johnson. And now, everybody, and it's available. Everybody, check it out. He is Aerosmith's keyboardist. And now on the Jimmy Star Show, we want to welcome Kevin Sizemore. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Man, I was jamming out. That was awesome. Being a drummer, I don't get a chance to do that as much as I'd like to. That was fantastic.
There you go. You got to love it. And so let me introduce you to everybody. First off, we've got our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, how do you do? Listen, tell me, do you have stock in Ford cars? You just gave Ford $1 million commercial. We've seen by 2.5 million people. I think Ford owes me a friggin' car. I wish you had a Chevy shirt so I could have got a Corvette.
That's funny.
I mean, who drives Fords? Do they still drive Fords?
No, I do. My dad did. He's always driven a Ford. He loves those vehicles, and I'm looking for a Ford actually right now. I want to get a new vehicle, and that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Well, you should, because you just gave them $1 million commercial.
And since you're going to be this huge movie actor, like, they should just give you one to have you driving around in it.
I would do that. I would drive it everywhere. I would love it too.
There you go.
Hey guys, I appreciate you having me on, man. You guys are hilarious. I love listening to you guys.
Thank you. Let me also introduce you to the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
I drive a Ford. Welcome to the show, Kevin.
Hey, Chad, how are you, man? Good to see you. Good to hear you. I mean,
yeah, you can't see me.
Yeah,
I never drove a Ford. Yes, I did. I drove a 1950 Ford convertible when I was like 16. The car was 1,000 years old. And the floors were rotted, and as I drove in the street, I could see the pavement underneath me. And if I hit a puddle, it came up, and the convertible top was torn, so it leaked. And the seats had stuffing coming out. And I want to tell you something. I've owned Mercedes since. I would take that 50 Ford back any day.
Get 'em.
Any day of the week.
Love that car more than any car. Well, not really. I have an Audi TT Roadster that I'm crazy about. But my 50 Ford, boy.
I had a Ford. I had a Ford F-150 like truck, when I was like in my butch days.
So now I have to play with your name because I play with everybody's name. It gives our chat room a chuckle. Now your name is, say it.
Sizemore.
Okay. Do you ever get a chick that says, "What a size, I can't take anymore"?
Well, I did a play back in. Actually, Orlando, Florida, back in 1995, and the reviews were Kevin Sizemore, ? Stage name.
So you see, there are weirdos out there besides me. Yeah. So we're going to hear all about you and what you do, because I don't really know you that well. I've heard you. What do I know him from?
Actually, I don't think that you watch any. I've seen all of them because I watched the different things that he's been in.
I watched with you, so I would know.
No,
something.
all before I met you. Stuff that I watched before I met you. No, he's not a horror actor.
Then
He's a dramatic actor.
Well, then I've seen his work.
Well, you're going to see it because we're going to go see his movie that's coming out October 16th. It's called Woodlawn.
Yeah, I've seen this guy's work, Jimmy, with you. What movies did we see together?
We saw Transformers, but
I saw Transformers.
Let's see. No, I don't think most of the things that he's famous for you haven't seen. Maybe Supernova. Maybe
Jimmy,
Supernova.
I know the name, and I know.
You guys followed Resurrection. That's the one that really changed things for me. Resurrection was where I really dug into a character that was really completely opposite of me, but man, it was a blast to play.
Like really, really heavy duty, sort of psycho case.
Yeah. I was a pretty bad guy there, but it was fun.
I think I've seen your work. Of course,
You probably have.
Of course, I have. I just didn't remember his name. I don't remember anybody's name. It's terrible. I interviewed Lauren Bacall, and we're on camera, and I turned to her, and you know who Lauren Bacall is?
I think I know her. Yeah.
And I turned to her, and I looked at her. I couldn't think of her name. So I just kept looking at her. I started to laugh. I said, "Would you believe I don't remember your name?" So she turned around and she said, "Give me 10 minutes. I don't remember yours either." Because two of us were old, and we cracked up laughing. We started hugging each other, kissing each other. And I said, "Well, I'm just going to call you beautiful." She said, "Well, I'll call you gorgeous." I said, "We really get along." Lauren Bacall. And the name came back to me. And they didn't use that. It was something terrible. They cut it out. And I was pissed off that my editor did that. It was such a tender moment because Betty, or Lauren, was always so austere.
Yeah.
And this was a loving moment with her. Loved her. She was fab. I sat on her lap. I mean, what the actor sits on Lauren Bacall's lap? Because there wasn't a chair at the dining room table. I said, "Where am I going to sit?" Lauren said, "Here, sit on my lap." So I went and I sat on her lap. We had the best time. She had a great sense of humor. Of course, she was always loaded. She drank like there's no tomorrow and was a blast. I miss her.
There There you go.
Wonderful person.
So actually, let's go back to start about a little bit more. So where are you? You're from South Carolina or North Carolina or someplace, right?
Well, I lived in South Carolina for a while. That's kind of where I got my feet wet. But I grew up in Princeton, West Virginia, a small southern town down in the border of Virginia, West Virginia. So that's where I grew up.
Okay, and now do you live in LA now?
Yeah, I've been here 18 years. My wife, my son, we're all out here. We're locked in for a while, yeah.
There you go. Good for you.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Well, there's always pros and cons, but the pros are it's beautiful weather. There's always something to do. I love the area. The cons are it's not really the traffic that is so bad. It's just I hate to pay to park.
Right.
Well, that's all over.
We go to New York a lot. I hate to park.
I lived in L.A. for many years, and not to sound like a snob, but we lived in Beverly Hills, and I had 2 daughters, and I had to leave and move to Garden City, Long Island, because of the drug situation. Angelina Jolie, by the way, was my daughter's classmate, and you have a lot of celebrities, a lot of people that have a lot of money, and a lot of drugs go around. So be careful with your kids with the drugs out there. It's really rampant.
Yeah, we have a tight grip on my little boy, and he's a wonderful kid. He's also an actor. He's on the show Nashville, and he loves what he does. And
2 weeks ago, we had Riley Smith on from Nashville.
Okay.
And he's great. Oh, what season is he on?
He was he's coming back later this season, but he was on last season, season 3. He plays Micah.
I'm still on season 2, so I haven't gotten because once we had Riley on, I started watching it, but I haven't watched all of it yet. So I'm only on season 2. So when I get to season 3, that's cool. That's just cool though.
You'll love it. They build his character. They arc him quite nicely throughout the middle to the end of the season. And you mentioned Angelina. Her dad, John Voight, plays Bear Bryant in Woodlawn and does a phenomenal.
Right. I know John pretty well. We used to go, funny story, Halloween, Angie was dressed up like a fairy, and my daughter Deirdre was dressed up like a big daisy. The 2 of them looked like fun. And Doris Day's stepson, Camden, was throwing eggs at Angie and Deirdre when they went to the haunted house. Is that still there, the witch's house?
Yeah.
In Beverly Hills, and they still do the wonderful Halloween parade.
Yep.
Anyway, John and I mean, Angie was crying, just stood there with egg all over her beautiful princess costume. And John and I didn't know what the hell to do, but that Billy Camden was a little brat. So we were going to call Doris Day and say, chain him. And Doris Day, we found out, said, I'm no longer married to that man. He's no longer my stepchild. Fuck him.
So here's what we're going to do.
Good 2 shows, Doris Day.
I want to talk about some of the other things that you're doing, but let's start since we kind of started with Woodlawn so we can have some kind of continuity here. So October 16th, Woodlawn comes to theaters.
And we will be seeing it and critiquing it.
Starring Sean Astin, John Voight, C. Thomas Howell's in it. Brett Rice is in it, which I didn't know he was in it, but he's coming on the show next week.
Yeah, Brett's a Florida guy. I know him from Florida. And it also stars Nick Bishop, who plays Tandy Gerald. He and I are like Batman and Robin. He's the head coach. I'm the assistant coach, and we're kind of helping out. We're side by side on the sidelines with newcomer Caleb Castile, who plays Tony Nathan. True story. So
yeah, see, I don't because I'm not a sports guy all so much, but I basically though this is basically about like segregation in sports.
Well, yes, and there's a lot of topics going on here. There's 1972-73. We're in the middle of the heat of the segregation movement, where Tony Nathan, his school, ends up integrating with Woodlawn, and they're the last school in Birmingham, Alabama to integrate. And the white kids didn't want the blacks there, and the blacks didn't really want to be there. So when you have that conflict at that time, all hell broke loose, and there was a lot of stuff going on in the world, not just in Birmingham, in the world. So you had this gifted football player, this athlete who was phenomenal, like a quiet beast. He just went about his business. He ends up being the best high school football player in the country. He ends up getting an opportunity to go play for Bear Bryant. Alabama wins 2 national championships and plays for the Miami Dolphins. But during this time, Hank Irwin, which is the directors, John and Andy Irwin's dad, who's played by Sean Astin, he comes in and says, hey, guys, I see what's going on here, and you need something else other than just fighting. And he gives them the opportunity to say, we have a higher calling, and, give your faith a chance. And once that happens, everyone kind of buys into it, and they move mountains. This football team for those 2 years did things that no one could have ever imagined.
I actually, because I'm I'm not a football player, and I don't really follow football, but funny enough, I love football films, and I think that your film Woodlawn, has a little bit of a religious aspect to it that maybe Remember the Titans didn't. Did you ever see Remember the Titans? Because that's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
If anyone loves football or even likes football, you got to see Remember the Titans. It's a beautiful story, and this does has a faith message to it. And the good thing about this movie is it's a true story. It really happened. What you see is really what happened. We had Mark Burnett and Roman Downey just came on board. They're our executive producers on this, along with Kevin Downs and Daryl Lefevre and John and Andy put together.
Like Survivor Mark Burnett?
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, hey, hang on. Chad?
Hi, Captain.
Do you have the video?
We're good to go.
Okay, so here's what we have: a little 30-second clip of you in Woodlawn that we're going to play. So how about you introduce it real quick? We're going to play it for everybody, and then we're going to come back and talk.
Yeah, what's happening here is we're trying to gear up for the teams because we're really not that good, and the team we're playing is fantastic, and they have a bigger budget than we do, and we're scraping by because we don't have a lot at the school. And I'm just trying to spitball what's happening, what can we do to just score on this team, just to get points on the board. And Nick Bishop is probably, if I'm not mistaken, he's contemplating everything that just happened earlier when Sean Askin said, hey, I want to get your team to the promised land. So that's what's happening.
Here we go, everybody.
Check it out.
They got 3 times our budget and a new stadium. I don't see how that's fair. We need to redefine winning. Like a field goal, right? I mean, no one scored on them this whole season. And a field goal, bam, that's winning.
Jerry, is this real? How does a whole team convert? How is it the only place in the whole city the blacks and whites get along is my football team?
Why are you so cynical?
Because I believe in what I can see.
With all due respect, Coach, you might start looking around.
Hey, we're gonna win this thing.
Oh, here we go.
Really?
We're gonna win this game, and I got something I want to say to the team. Woo! Woodlawn!
Woo!
There you go, everybody. So that is Kevin Sizemore and a little clip from Woodlawn. Woodlawn comes out nationwide October 16th. It's got a great message. It's a sports movie for sports people. I mean, it's basically going to have something in it for everybody.
It really will. John and Andy, they used to work for ESPN. They used to be the camera guys there. So they've kind of worked the way all the way up. Their first movie was October Baby. Then they did Mom's Night Out. Now it's Woodlawn. And people can go to woodlawnmovie.com and look and find out what theater is playing in your town. It's everywhere. It's all over the country.
You know what amazes me? When I was a kid growing up, I never knew Jackie Robinson was a black man. I'm from New York, from Brooklyn. I went to school with black people. They were my friends. We hung out. I don't understand why the South, or I do understand why the South has a problem, but that they have movies still going on to show what was going on back then that we never knew about. Prejudice is something that's taught, and I think the media has taught all of us great prejudice. They have really brought forward the black, white, the Jewish, the Christian stuff through film. We didn't do it back then, and nobody was aware of it. Yes, the South was mean to the blacks, but we never knew about it, just like the Jews in the concentration camps. Roosevelt refused to acknowledge it or let anybody know it was happening. So we were sheltered back then. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. Your film, excuse me, definitely will show us something that maybe we shouldn't see. What do you think about that?
No, I disagree, because what happened is we're
It's all
showing.
been done with.
Yeah, what's happening is you're seeing the way it was, and then you're seeing a common denominator of everyone coming together, and then they join hands and they move forward together.
Oh, okay. Then the film is a positive.
Oh,
very positive.
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't know. I haven't seen it yet. And I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Without giving too much away, Jeff Rutledge was a rival quarterback for Banks High School. The pride of Banks High School, the tall, good-looking white quarterback. And then you have Tony Nathan, who is a black running back from Woodlawn. Completely opposite sides of the spectrum. The schools hate each other. But I'm not going to give it away, but what happens when these two guys meet is a story within a story. There's a lot of layers into this story. And I was actually with Jeff Rutledge.
So the color disappears.
Oh, completely. And I was with Jeff Rutledge last week. And I was with him in Phoenix last week, and we showed this movie to his entire high school. You know, Rutledge is probably 55 now. He won 2 Super Bowls. He was primarily a backup. He played for the Giants, the Rams. I mean, he's all over the place. he played for Alabama. So we showed this to the school, and everyone runs up to him. They're like, man, I didn't know that was you. So what's interesting is they didn't know the life that he lived
then
and what he's doing now, especially being a quarterback and all the accomplishments he's had. But what was beautiful for me is to be able to sit back and know that he just got off the phone with Tony Nathan 10 minutes before the movie started. And he started watching that movie, and he came up to me and he hugged me and says, Kevin, with bawling like a baby, saying, Kevin, as hard as those times were, what you just showed me on film, that was the best time of my life. The best time of my life.
Where did your film take place?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, well, hello. That answers a lot of questions.
So, 1972, 1973,
Alabama, they were hanging black people from trees like fruit.
So now what you're seeing is you're seeing the blacks and the whites, and it's not just about the color, but for the sake of the film.
Yeah. It's a Southern movie. They should shoot it about the North. They would get a different feeling. I don't really believe in the baseball teams or the football teams of the North that they had that kind of a prejudice. So it's definitely a Southern idea of why of terrible people who really were prejudiced.
Well, here's what's beautiful is the director's dad, John and Andy's dad, Hank, former senator in Alabama, Hank Irwin. He's played by Sean Astin. And to see how they unite these two teams, and it's not just about teams, it becomes teams, fans, communities, everyone starts to come together through this film. This is a true story that the directors heard their dad tell them for the last 40 years, and they're making this story true.
It's a true positive. What year did this take place?
72, 73, Birmingham.
You said that before, 72, 70. Yeah, I guess back then.
I like first of all, there's like a cool, besides the fact that I just thought about it now too, that Brett Rice, who's coming on next week, he was also in Remember the Titans. Is this your first sports movie?
Well, yeah, that's why I was so eager to take this. And getting back to Brett, yeah, the Titans, of course, and he plays a really, really good character in this movie. He's the principal who kind of lays down the law, and there's some really positive stuff going on behind what he's trying to cover up. It's really good.
Got Sean Astin, who was Rudy, like there's like all these 6 degrees, because like even though I don't watch, if you told me I had to spend a Saturday watching a football game, I would be like, I would rather slit my wrist. I just would never want to do that. But to watch these movies,
you said you liked football.
I like football movies, but I don't like to watch football and sweat and hot. It's if it's live, it's no fun. And who wants to sit around on TV watching it? But I like them. I like all the sports movies. It doesn't matter what they are. Rudy is a phenomenal movie. So
yeah.
It's kind of cool that Sean Astin, as huge of a star as he is, did Rudy, and now he's doing this. You have John Voight, who's been in tons of great stuff. There's all different kinds of 6 degrees of sports separation, so I think it's really cool. Everybody definitely needs to go check it out. It's October 16th. It's woodlawnthemovie.com.
Yeah, Woodlawn Movie, woodlawnmovie.com.
Okay, question, just because we have so many young actors that listen in to us now and they want some advice. How did you get this role? How were you cast? What did you go about doing to get cast other than your agent, offered you?
Yeah, it wasn't the agent. And I'll tell the actors right now. First thing you need to do is the agents are great, but no one is going to work harder for you than you. So
absolutely, totally.
You need to meet people, and I'm not saying kiss tell. You need to just be in the environments, be in workshops, go and hang out with people and get to know people. Short films, all that stuff. Network, right? So I was invited to the Mom's Night Out premiere by Andy Irwin, who knew of my work, and he contacted me and said, I'd love to come walk the carpet, do the whole 9 yards. And when we got there, he said, there's a movie that we might be doing that you're right for. I'll keep you in mind. All right. He gives me his number, and we talk briefly over the next 6 months, and I was filming my upcoming films that I was doing in Tennessee, and I got a text from him, and he goes, check your email. And I checked my email, and he goes, I'd love you to play Jerry Stearns. He goes, Jerry Stearns has got all these different layers, yada, yada, yada. And pretty much what it is, I contacted my agent, and I said, listen, here we go. I want to play this role. I want to work with these guys. I want to do it. And that was really the basis of it. And
so there you go.
And what's really interesting about this is it opened up a lot of other things, because this is special. When I got there, the first thing I did, and the young actors have to know this, as soon as I got there, the first thing I did is go to Jerry Stearns' house. I hung out with Jerry because he's still living. We hung out, we talked, I got to know him, I got to understand him. I didn't want to be him, I wanted to know him. And we became very close. We talked or texted every day, and he died 4 days
Oh,
before.
how sad is that?
Wrapped. So to play a character who's living, great, passed away, great, but to play a character who's died while filming was very hard on me, the cast, the family. We were connected to this day. We talk every other week, the family and I, which is great because I feel like I feel Jerry would want me to stay in touch with his family. He was honored that I was playing him. He gave me the symbol of okay. It's okay for Kevin to play me, which is really cool. And he has a lovely family. The Stearns family in Birmingham are fantastic, and I'm trying to do everything I can to just honor him. You know, this is about really.
I think the film will.
It will.
For sure. Now, Paul Savino was on our show. You know Paul Savino.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And Paul had a beautiful farm in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, which is not far from New York. And he gave up the farm and he moved back to Hollywood. And I asked him why. He said, Ron, if you're not on the scene, you don't get work. You got to be in Hollywood. You got to walk around. You got to see everybody. You got to let them know you're alive and that you're looking to work. And that's the advice that I give people. A lot of people are coming from little towns and they don't know how to exactly get out there. Get exposure. Go to New York to learn some style and some things that New York offers. Then go to L.A. and be a part of the scene. You agree?
Yeah, I grew up in West Virginia, went to college in Pittsburgh. The day after I graduated, I took off to New York City for 6 months.
Exactly.
Scared to death, but tried to figure it out. And then I bounced around in 5 other states. I ended up going to Nashville for a weekend workshop, and a manager said, hey, I think you're going to be okay. I'd like to get you some work. And I said, listen, I have a week. That's all I have. If you can't find me work in a week, I'm leaving. I slept in my car for a week, man. I was in a parking lot at the Howard Johnson's, and every time someone would come at 6 o'clock in the morning and get in their car, I would wake up. I'd run around to the side of the hotel because I looked like I wasn't a killer. And I'd knock on the door, and someone would let me in. And as we would walk down the hallway because they're checking out, I would see their keys dangling, and I would see what room number they're in, and I would have conversation. Hey, yeah, nice to see you, whatever. And as they would leave to check out, I would actually walk out with them, and then I would say, oh, guys, I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'd walk over to the front desk and go, hey, I'm in room 330. I forgot my wallet. He'd give me the key. I'd go shower.
I've never heard that story.
That's terrific.
I've heard some stories in my day, but never that one.
A week later, I got my first job. I was there for 4.5 months before I landed a Toyota National. I was there a total of 6 months. I got in the Screen Actors Guild, and that job ran for 3 years. And at those times, residuals were fantastic on commercials. And that got me to Florida, and then that got me there for 2 years. And I went to L.A., and I've been here 18 years.
Well, you did it the right way. You did it the way everybody should. It's definitely a you-must-do job. It's not a job that anybody else can do for you unless you're lucky. Or if you're born to John Voight, that doesn't hurt a little bit either. Now we have the great-grandchildren of certain movie stars that are in the biz, and they get it on a silver platter. What saddens me is there's so much great talent out there, fabulous talent that never really goes anywhere because of all these blow-up movies. We have so many of them, all the CGI films. Years ago, it was a little easier because people were actors and actresses, and they had roles to play in films that made them stars. We've lost all of that. I'm only hoping that Hollywood goes back to making good films for actors and actresses. And please, Hollywood, help all the writers out. So many are losing their homes in L.A. and are broke because their scripts just don't go anywhere because they don't have a building exploding.
That's right.
How do you feel about that?
If you talk to casting directors, which a lot of them are friends of mine, the first thing they'll say to you is, okay, we're casting this film. Who is in social media that we can give a role to because they're going to blast the movie? So a lot of roles are being taken from, Vining and the people on Twitter, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just saying the shift of how you market a movie with social media now is so different that they know that if Bob over here who does Vines or so and so who does this has 10 million followers, that's like money to them. They hit 2 or 3 Vines, 10 million people know about the movie. So I get what they're saying.
Yeah, I get all that too, because like I think I've done about 10 movies, and I suck. I'm flat out tell you I can't act at all.
Trust me, I read lines with him one night. I was hysterical laughing.
I really do. I'm not good. I'm great. I'm great at.
No, I've never had a better time. I said, Jimmy, you're supposed to act, not read. He said, oh, okay. Can I do it again? I said, yes. He reads the line. I said, no, Jimmy, you're supposed to act. He said, well, how do you act?
I don't know how to do it. My point
act.
no, but my point of telling you, because I'm great at interviews, because I know stuff. I know tons of pop culture stuff, and I can keep a conversation going without any problem whatsoever. But in the acting, not. But the only reason I've been in the 10 or 12 movies that I've been in is because they know that I'll promote it on the show, and I've got 1 million Twitter followers, and in social media total, I have about 4 million between all my different accounts, and they know I will promote it. And so, like, I get put in it, and that's, so I hear what you're saying, and I don't really necessarily think that those people are the most talented. There are a few that are very talented who have millions and millions of followers, but I would prefer it to go to people who, can really, like, do the job, and that way when you see the film, like, we went and saw The Intern last night, a very good film, no blow-ups, no crashes, all dialogue and story.
And good writing. Hello, good writing.
Like
a
Woodlawn.
Beginning, a middle, and an end.
Like Woodlawn will be. Like a real film that,
an actor's piece was wonderful.
Well, Jimmy, let me give you the best acting advice ever. If you're ever doing another job, the best piece of advice you'll ever take.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't act.
There you go.
Just be you.
Yeah, but did you ever hear him read a line? And then he said to me, over there, watch out, there is a bullet coming into my head. Oh my, I must duck now.
Yeah, I'm not any good. What are you going to do?
I was crying. I almost peed myself. I was dating him at the time also. We weren't even married yet. And I thought to myself, I hope this guy's not thinking he's going to be an actor and support himself.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't support myself.
He ain't going anywhere.
I noticed, though, in your body of work, you've done a little bit of both. You have some of the blow me up movie. You have some blow me up stuff, and you have some really, like, gritty real acting like stuff that's not dependent on blow-ups and special effects for people to like it. So I think that's like really cool that you're doing both. I realize you got to go what gets offered and what you go after, but I think that I much prefer. I'm kind of like in between the age of, like, I still like I love all the superhero movies and all that stuff. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but Jimmy,
I like the character story-driven stuff a lot better.
There are all kinds of actors. There are people who become actors because they need fame. Those that become actors because they love money, and those like Marlon Brando, who we mentioned before, and Joan. I'm trying to think. No, Lauren Bacall, of course. I'm thinking of Paul Newman's wife, Joanne Woodward. Joanne Woodward is an actress. She couldn't care. I mean, I've met her. I've spoken to her. She couldn't care less about fame or money. She couldn't care less about looking pretty, about her hair done. She's an actor. And that's her life, and that's what she does. She lives to act, and that's the people that get where they go.
Well, and that's what's fun. You mentioned about my projects, and what I've tried to do is not take projects that are always the same. Like we're in pre-production on a Christmas film called Believe right now, with Miles Brown, the kid from Blackish, and Ryan O'Quinn. And I was just offered another Christmas movie, and I'm going, I can't do that back to back like that, because it's not going to do me any good to promote one or them, and it's not going to look good for me to do back to back to back Christmas movies. So you got to be strategic on what you're doing. We have a fun comedy coming out next year called True Calling, and man, you talk about a hoot. That was a blast because I get to do some comedy. So it's I'm trying to find projects where I can play some gritty character stuff, do leading man stuff, and I can also do some comedy. I just want to act. I just want to have fun.
That's why you're successful, and your success will continue, because you have to love this stupid business.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love it, you're going to kill you. It's a horrible business. When people say to me, how do you feel being an actor? I said, well, first of all, I made 5 films. I'm not an actor. I'm an interviewer for like 100 years, and I like what I do. If I didn't like it, I couldn't do it as well as I do. You must love acting to be a great actor. I believe that totally.
And there's another flip side to that. Is I talked to a lot of my friends about this. As much as you give of your soul to be an actor, and all you have to give to be there, you also have to have an outlet. You have to have something else. It can't just be acting. You got to be able to have a family, or have music, or have friends. You got to have something as an outlet, writing, to get you away from this crazy world, because it's so easy for these actors, and I've seen it happen, where they get inflated and they think they're bigger than life, and then they have a bad movie and they don't have a career and they're freaking out. So
I know many of the great legends of Hollywood because my TV show interviewed them over the years. And I've got to tell you, the women that were great beauties like Arlene Dahl and Jane Russell and people like that, they don't discuss aging and they don't discuss what they look like now. It's extremely painful. The guys are like Tony Curtis, who was a riot, couldn't care less. He'll discuss anything without any pain. But most of the great legends of Hollywood that no longer get their asses kissed, they don't get the perks, they're not even, I mean, I went all over with Jane Russell. She was my friend. She stayed at my house. We used to go shopping in the mall. And nobody knew it was Jane Russell. And it bothered her. And I knew it bothered her because she would like almost want to tell people, I'm Jane Russell. So, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Do you believe that? I get so involved with this crap.
Okay, well, hang on. I want to go two things because we only got about 3 minutes left. Okay, number one, how was it being on Prison Break? Because I think that was one of the coolest, most ingenious television shows in the last 10 years. Did you like being on Prison Break? I know you didn't do tons, but you were on a couple episodes.
No. Prison Break was fun. I really enjoyed those guys. Be able to just sit back and watch how they tell the story. I mean, the writing was just so detailed and complicated, but there's always a means to an end.
Right.
I remember watching Wentworth and just sat back and just watching how he portrayed that character. He has such a powerful stillness to him in that character, and he was just so methodical in everything he had to do. And it was really, for me, it was kind of like an acting class. You said every job I do, I'm watching the other actors going, what is it that they do that I don't do well that I can do better?
There you go.
You always look at what you can do. You know, you always try to take notes and try to get better at what you do, and always get better at what you're not good at. But Prison Break was really cool for me. That came right on the heels of Dollhouse. I went right from Prison Break, I think, to Dollhouse, and it was really fun.
I'd love to do a prison. Make a good old, like a guy that's doing a life sentence. I would really love to do.
So the chair behind you is that from Woodlawn?
Oh yeah, that's my. You're exactly right. That's my chair from Woodlawn. Yeah,
that's cool to have. Keep mementos from things like that.
Like hell, you don't get to keep them. He swiped that.
Yeah, you better believe it. Like there's all my wife's stuff.
Jack shit.
Oh, look, it's got his whole wall full of it. Yeah, I love that.
They don't give you
my wife's stuff there because she's a strength and conditioning coach. GinaLombardi.com. That's her website. She's a trainer to a lot of the stars in Hollywood. She gets them in shape and tries to keep me in shape. And then you can look over here and just see all kinds of stuff we have. So, yeah.
You got to swipe it. I asked Jane Russell, I said, do you have any of the costumes that you wore in Gentlemen for Blonde? She said, are you kidding? That wardrobe bitch comes, she grabs those costumes. They put them under lock and key. You never get them. So you can't even swipe them.
All right, so let's do one more big plug. First of all, you guys, if you want to follow Kevin on Twitter, you're Kevin Sizemore, right, on Twitter?
Yep.
It's at Kevin Sizemore on Twitter, everybody. You can follow him there. Are you on Instagram, too?
Yep, Kevin Sizemore.
You Kevin Sizemore everywhere. So follow him on Instagram, follow him on Twitter. Make sure to go see Woodlawn October 16th.
We are
in theaters. It's going to be a great film, and I think it's going to be awesome. Go on Kevin Sizemore's IMDb, check out all the things he's been in, and watch all of them. So that way you can see great talent.
Kevin, let me tell you something. You're going to be seen more and more and more and more. You're on your way, buddy. You're a hell of a good actor. I remember you from that part. And I like his personality. He's got guts. He's got balls. He's a fighter. He's a tough guy. He's a go-forward guy. He don't give a shit who's in the way. He'll knock everybody down, but he'll go forward.
And you can watch his son. If you guys like Nashville, we had Riley Smith on. Nashville is a great show, everybody. I freaking love it. It's a really fun show, and especially if you like country music, it's all about the music industry. It's a lot of fun. And what else was I going to tell? Oh, you know what, too, we have to do? We have to, thank Wendy Shepard. We want to thank Wendy Shepard from Studio Matrix for setting this whole interview up. Do you have anything else you want to promote? You got about a minute.
Well, if we're all three trying to get a vehicle, we should all three get a Ford, right?
There we go.
Right? Now Ford owes him a car. Please. Ford, you got to give the man a free car.
That's right.
Isn't that great? We're going to we have our premiere for Woodlawn here on Monday on the 5th. We're having it a little bit early, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's going to be an interesting film. I just hope people, when they go see Woodlawn...
You were a very interesting guest.
Well, thank you. When they go see Woodlawn, I'm just hoping that people walk in, and when you walk out, I just hope you think, just think about it. Just think about
I won't have to think because I never had that mentality. But those people that are prejudiced and who are still prejudiced today, I hope they learn something from it.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's going to enjoy it. It's got a great message to it. And if you love football and faith, then this is the movie for you.
There you go.
Terrific.
All right. So,
Sounds
Kevin, we
great.
want to thank you for coming on the Jimmy Star Show. Anytime you got anything new to promote, let us know. We'll have you back on anytime. We loved having you, and thank you so much. And good luck
And
with
we're
the
going to
film.
critique you after we see your movie.
And tell Brett Rice howdy for me.
Absolutely. We sure will. Thank you so much. Good luck with
Bye
everything.
now.
Have a great week.
Thanks,
See you
Kevin.
guys.
All right,
Bye-bye.
everybody. All right,
Again.
everybody. Kevin Sizemore was a great guest. Bello Sanchez was terrific. So you want to be a stars. Michael Santi, we had a great show. We
over?
want to thank everybody for tuning
We're
in.
out?
Next week, we got Brett Rice coming on. He's also in Woodlawn. And we will appreciate everybody for tuning in. Have a great week, everybody. And,
look at those
and
shoes.
there's the
Whoa.
leopard shoe that Ron was talking about, everybody. Check it out. He wants to know if he can wear the leopard shoe. So check it out. It's really cool. Let us know next week. We'll bring it back on. And Chad, thank you so much. Everybody, we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye, everybody.
I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't trust me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll dress you right. You'll feel like a star. We'll hook you up. Now you look sexy. Your game is tight. Gonna get laid.